Celebrities have always been scrutinized by the public that follow their every move, so it's easy to forget that celebrities are just people, and their actions can have tragic consequences, including the loss of life. Hey everyone, I'm East Coast Vandal, tuning in from my mom's basement, and today we are talking about celebrities that have killed people. Chris Benoit. In June of 2007, the WWE was in the middle of a storyline in which the chairman and CEO, Vince McMahon, had faked his own death. At the time he was still believed to be dead, the storyline would come to an abrupt halt when professional wrestler Chris Benoit and his family were found dead in their Georgia home. Benoit was a world-renowned wrestler employed by the WWE that had been wrestling for 22 years in both North America and Japan. His death was a shock to the wrestling community and prompted the WWE to cancel their scheduled live event in favor for a 3-hour-long tribute to Benoit's life and career. However, it was later determined that over the course of 3 days, Benoit had strangled his wife, Nancy Benoit, and drugged and smothered their 7-year-old son. He would then commit suicide, hanging himself from a weight machine in their home. After the release of this news, the WWE would remove all mentions of Benoit from their website and refrain from mentioning him again in future broadcasts. After it was examined by the head of neurosurgery at West Virginia University, it was determined that his brain was so severely damaged, it was like that of an 85-year-old Alzheimer's patient. Benoit was only 40 at the time. This severe damage is generally believed to be the result of injuries sustained while wrestling, and ultimately being what led to his actions, making his legacy as a wrestler highly controversial. Benoit held a total of 22 championships throughout his career and was booked to win the ECW World Heavyweight Championship belt the night of his death. Hey, it's me. Real quick, if you liked the video so far, please consider liking it to help the algorithm and subscribing to see more content like this. Alright, back to it. Sid Vicious. In October of 1978, former bassist of the Sex Pistols, Sid Vicious, and his girlfriend, Nancy Spungen, held a party in their New York City hotel room. The following morning, Nancy would be found dead by hotel staff in the bathroom of a stab wound to the abdomen. Initially, when found wandering the halls of the hotel, Sid would admit to the murder of Nancy, and when it was later determined that the weapon used was a hunting knife purchased for Sid by Nancy, he would be charged with second-degree murder. While held by police, Sid would change his confession multiple times, from confessing to the murder, to confessing to the stabbing but claiming he never intended to kill, or simply saying that he had no recollection of the events at all. He was later released on $50,000 bail. His manager, who reportedly strongly believed in Sid's innocence, even suggested that the Sex Pistols would reunite for a Christmas album to benefit Sid. However, after leaving a detoxification program on Rikers Island, Vicious would almost immediately seek out heroin and overdose that night, before ever going to trial for the murder of Nancy Spungen. Sid and Nancy were said to be inseparable in life to the annoyance of his fellow band members, and some even claimed to have evidence of a suicide pact between the two. Although Sid could not be buried next to Nancy, as she was buried in a Jewish cemetery, his ashes were still spread on top of her grave against the wishes of her mother. Sid was the walking example of everything dark and nihilistic in punk, as quoted by one of his friends, with some even saying that they regretted the day they ever let him join the Pistols for the dark path that it led him down. Sid would have multiple posthumous albums, including a self-titled album with a picture of his own dead body being carried away in a body bag as the cover. Daniel Silva. Daniel Silva is an American tattoo artist most well known for appearing on the 10th season of Ink Master, a reality TV show pitting the best tattoo artists against one another. He has garnered over 300,000 subscribers and has done collaborations with other content creators, including the competitive gaming group and content powerhouse FaZe. This was until May of 2020, when Australian vlogger Corey LeBerry would upload a video entitled "Deleting this video in 24 hours", announcing that he would be doing a live stream the following day, which happened to be his birthday. The video, however, would never be taken down because, while celebrating his 25th birthday, LeBerry, while drunk, would go for a ride with Silva in his McLaren, while Silva was also intoxicated. After losing control and colliding with a sign and tree in North Hollywood, LeBerry would be taken to and be pronounced dead at a nearby hospital. After attempting to flee the scene on foot, SIlva would be stopped by bystanders and arrested by LAPD, who would be sentenced to 1 year in jail, 5 years on probation, and 50 hours of community service. After his release, SIlva would upload a video apologizing for the incident and claimed LeBerry's parents had asked for a lighter sentence. He has disabled all comments on his videos and has been inactive since. Matthew Broderick. Matthew Broderick is a name that you can't escape when you research a topic like this. Broderick is an American actor most well known for his role as Ferris Bueller in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Adult Simba in The Lion King, and many other TV shows and films. While vacationing in Ireland with then secret girlfriend Jennifer Grey, Broderick would accidentally cross over into oncoming traffic and collide with Anna Gallagher and her mother Margaret, killing both instantly. Broderick would tell police that he had no memory of the incident or that he had even been in the wrong lane. He would be charged with causing death by dangerous driving, but only be ordered to pay $175. Although the family has since said that they forgive Broderick for the accident, at the time the family called the verdict a travesty of justice. Alec Baldwin. Probably the most well-known entry on this list, as it is the most recent, Alec Baldwin is an American actor, film producer, and comedian, as well as the oldest of 4 brothers who are also all actors. Baldwin has had a notably successful career starring in The Departed, Mission Impossible, and the Boss Baby franchise to name a few. He has won 8 Screen Actor Guild Awards, 3 Golden Globes, and 3 Primetime Emmys, one for his role as former US President Donald Trump on Saturday Night Live. In 2020, Baldwin would help produce and star in an indie western film directed by Joel Souza named Rust. The film was said to be a passion project for Baldwin, being produced on a relatively small budget of around $6 million. However, in 2021, while on set in New Mexico, Baldwin would be handed a Colt .45 revolver intended to be used as a prop weapon that was loaded with a live round. Upon discharge of the weapon, he would kill cinematographer Helena Hutchins and injure Joel Souza. The case is still currently ongoing, however at the moment it is currently believed that the live round found its way into the gun from the production's sole armor, Hannah Gutierrez Reed. An armor, in the context of film and TV production, is a person who is supposed to ensure that all weapons used on screen are used in the safest manner possible. This has resulted in multiple lawsuits in many different directions, although it's generally believed that the live round found its way into the gun unintentionally. Baldwin would later meet with Helena's husband Matthew and their 9-year-old son. Baldwin said that he was hugged by Matthew before being told that the two would go through the situation together. Helena was born in modern-day Ukraine and graduated from the Kyiv National University, before moving to Los Angeles to pursue a career in cinematography. She had a history of activism, and after her death, helped start a call for gun safety on film sets. Well, that's it for now. Did you learn something new tonight? If so, please consider liking the video to help the algorithm and subscribe to see more content like this. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at East Coast Vandal, and on Twitter at VandalEast. Stay safe, stay calm, just don't go out at night. I'll see you next time.